a lot of great shots here. We've switched to a wide angle lens for a lot of this. And that's to include the action. As I said, there's that same sort of diagonal composition. In the reverse this time, it's really good rim lighting. So what it does is it makes the subject pop. Really nice as a transition. It's a lot happening at once here, and it makes it just a little bit more digestible to the viewer. So that to me is good storyboarding, good editing. Another hero shot from that low angle, right? So what it does is it gives a sense of grandiosity to the character. Generally, you want to be on the side of the action when you're shooting choreography. So I understand why they switched to this side. The message of this video seems to be, we cannot beat this particular foe unless we unite. These characters aren't even in the same place, but it's almost like because of the nice edit here, it's like he's reacting. And look what they've done. It just has a good composition. There's that diagonal line again. Big ol' Sephiroth wannabe. He's even got the big sword with the open chest. He walks away into the smoke, a la Sephiroth once again. He's really doing it. He's trying to be Sephiroth. Spoilers, he never will be. Hello, my name is Philip. I'm a filmmaker, and today we're going to be looking at Ruination, Season 2021 Cinematic, League of Legends, and analyzing the cinematic language. I'm so honored you guys have been enjoying my other videos analyzing KDA as well as the other League of Legends cinematics. You guys have been super cool as someone who has not played League of Legends, recommending me these new videos, and of course explaining the lore in the comments. I've learned so much. You guys are incredibly informative. It's so cool to see this much enthusiasm. If you guys have been enjoying my breakdowns, my analysis of KDA, League of Legends, Final Fantasy, please make sure to subscribe. We hit 5,000 subscribers just today, and I'm so grateful for that. Let's make it 10, so make sure to like this video, and of course, follow over on Twitch if you want to be a part of the conversation live. All right, so let me know in the comments, what is your favorite League of Legends cinematic? I really enjoyed Awaken, which you guys recommended to me. So let's see how this compares to Awaken. So as we do with the others, we're going to look at this as a short film or a short story. We're going to see what questions it raises, and then we're going to see if it answers those questions. So let's go. Ooh.
The housing's loose again. What did you do to this thing?
Great character design.
You'll have it fixed by Mudtown. With current
that was a nice
conditions,
shot, actually.
We can be there in 3 days.
Awesome. Love what I see so far. Ooh. Okay, I'm not familiar with these characters. Are they champions in League of Legends? And is this her special ability? This like
should be leagues from here.
prescient vision.
Well, it saved us a trip.
Very cool.
Senna?
Hey, we don't run from darkness.
Shout out to the animators. This is incredible expressions.
We light the way.
Maybe they hail from the same nation, it looks like. Their clothing's very similar.
We light the way.
Also love the Afrocentric natural hair. It's a really nice conclusion here. This is a very nice shot. It's very subtle, but if you look here, it has a beautiful diagonal line and sort of order of height. We have her on the right. We have this lighthouse or tower in the middle. It's slightly taller than her. Then we have him placed on the left. Just a nice, pleasing shot. It's very well composed. And of course, we have this beautiful blue gradation over to here. This sort of bright sky over here. Almost looks like a storm is coming. And it looks great. Love the eyes, too. This looks awful. What is this? Okay, so her eyes are glowing green, and this has the similar green tone. Oh, wow. So her ability, she shoots powers from her hands. She has a large sword on her back, though. I want to see that come out, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. That was actually good. Good to include that in the shot before she takes it off. These little things are what make a good piece.
You don't belong here.
I have crossed through death.
Oh, wow. Who's this guy?
Ruination.
Sephiroth wannabe.
To get back to her.
To-
Return, my queen.
To get back
You
to
will
her.
destroy-
This is a great pose. This is very painterly pose here. As I said, there's that same sort of diagonal composition in the reverse this time, which it might have been intentional by the directors, actually. You have this this spike here. The top of his helm is kind of this nice upward, beautiful diagonal line here. It's a great shot. The lighting is really good rim lighting. As you can see, I have this rim lighting here. What it does is in an otherwise dark background, in what would have been a dark outline of this character, get this nice rim lighting over here. Just kind of draw out the edges of him. So what it does is it makes the subject pop. And this is just pretty much expert lighting, expert photography. So love what I see here.
You will destroy this world.
Return his queen. Okay, so maybe she's responsible for. He looks like Robert Carlyle. You guys know that guy? Robert Carlyle. He's great. He played Dracula in Castlevania: Lords of Shadow. Great actor. I wonder if he's based on him. What is he doing to her? Wow. So again, I wonder if this is related to her power. You guys will have to let me know. This is a whole new thing. Okay. Wait. Oh, God. Okay, so everybody's fighting here. This is like a whole... It's bigger than it looked like in the beginning scene. Who the heck is that? It's weird, like, imp dwarf character. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, so it seems like they're getting possessed by his dark powers. That was a nice transition. What they do is they have this upward motion, this green light right here, and then it transitions to that shot, this little pinnacle of light, this little well of light. If you look, it's almost exactly in the same spot. You know, it's essentially like upper middle third here, and that's really nice as a transition. It's a lot happening at once here, and it makes it just a little bit more digestible to the viewer. So that to me is good storyboarding, good editing. So it's another great thing. I mean, they're just disintegrating whole towers here, which is unfortunate. That was a nice transition. In a video like this, you don't have a lot of time to introduce characters, and that was well done. Very cool shot here. Nice edit there. We had two moving forward shots in conjunction there. I like this. A lot of motion. Very kinetic filmmaking going on here. That was a nice shot. I love that little rotation. Wow. Ooh, there's a lot of great shots here. We've switched to a wide angle lens for a lot of this. And that's to include the action. Whereas before it was a bit more of an intimate conversation. I'm seeing so many champions I don't know now. Really, really good stuff. A lot of hero shots, classical. If you'll notice what they do for a lot of hero shots, like you'll see in your favorite, perhaps, Marvel movies or something like that, is there'll be a low angle like this. And they've done this almost consistently throughout all these shots. This nice low angle. What it does is it gives a sense of grandiosity to the character. You see how we're actually at like knee level of him right now as he's fighting. He's battling these creatures. It gives a grandiosity to the character. See, we're low again for her. So this is absolutely a strategic choice by the director, and I love to see that. That was cool. That was a really nice martial arts move, by the way. And look at this. Yeah, it's just good directing because I can see everything that's happening. It's not shaky cam. It's not jumbled up. It's not confusing edits. They're doing a lot of, though there's tons of different scenes happening that they're switching back and forth to, the individual choreography is not so jarring, and it's paced very well. That was very cool. And obviously that's her friend, so she doesn't want to kill him. Yeah. I don't know what her ability is, but it's very cool. Wow. Impressive stuff. Again, if we look here, another hero shot from that low angle, right? So it's a consistent way to just show a little bit of superiority to the character, make them look more grand. That was a cool shot. That was a cool shot. This is actually very reminiscent. God, that's nice. It's a great shot. This is very reminiscent. Now notice this is a good another good example is, you know, it's photography, it's composition 101 stuff and it's filmmaking 101 stuff, but check it out. Notice on all of these cuts, he's on the left side. Over on this third, she is on the right side. When we go to this next shot, boom, consistent. And why is that a thing? Why does that have to be the science of filmmaking, have to be consistent? It's so it doesn't jar you, it doesn't confuse you. It's very easy on the eyes. Otherwise, it's confusing, and you won't even know why. It's just going to feel bad. Poorly made. Great. See? There you go. Still on the right. He's still on the left. We switch there, which is fine. You can, in action scenes, do it a little bit more often, but we had 3, 4, 5 shots in a row before the switch, and they actually set it up with motion here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You see him swing over that way. Generally, you want to be on the side of the action when you're shooting choreography. So I understand why they switched to this side, because he does actually swing in that direction. So they would have been shooting it from the other side, probably. I'm assuming in the storyboarding they said, well, if he swings over her to the right, we have to show that to show the violence of it, to show the intensity of it. So there you go. Back. Awesome. So I think that it's just like a battle to see who can not get possessed. These guys are holding on okay over here, but man. Ooh, that was great. Really, really cool shot here. We usually follow the bullet right in. Well done. Very action-packed. This may be the most action-packed that we've seen thus far out of all of the cinematics. He seems to be a little upset. Really, that one relic or artifact was the source of all his power. She's injured and takes a shot at him. My God. So they've held their own. Is she possessed or not? Oh, he's got a... Oh, he's a big ol' Sephiroth wannabe. He's even got the big sword with the open chest, shirt, and white hair. Ooh, nice save. Oh, he jumped right off. Yeah, sometimes you gotta survive, you know. So, is this the big new villain of the season? Is that what's happening here? Very interesting. So this is actually a lot different. This is a lot different than Awakening, for example, which seemed to kind of have a like a conscientious theme that they were showcasing throughout, as to like kind of give a message, a bit of a vague message, but a very powerful one. Of, you know, heroics and fighting and doing the right thing and all the champions, you know, coming together. This is more, it seems more of like a cliffhanger to like set up a new season of cinematics. It might be kind of ushering in a bunch of new little short stories here. Is there anything else at the end? Hold on. Oh, I've missed the secret ending. Oh my God, I gotta keep watching. This is horrible. Okay, what do we got?
We have to go back for her.
Okay, so
Senna,
for her.
we can't defeat him alone.
Oh. This is how stupid I was. Didn't even watch the end. Secret ending. Post credits. What is that? Very fascinating. Senna, that's cool. It's a good Roman name.
We have to go back for her.
Senna,
These are really good performances, I have to say. These two are the standouts for me, actually.
We have to go back for her.
Senna,
Okay, so the good news is, like we said, and you can see that from the choreography, that these guys are our allies, and he was possessed, and she was fighting to not kill him, but to subdue him. And imagine the shame he would feel from that, right? So yes, they're showing a posture here of he's tired because he was possessed and stuff, but it works twofold because he's not only tired, he's ashamed. He tried to kill his friend, his lover, whoever this is, and he's hanging his head in shame. You know, he's kneeling down, probably completely ashamed of himself.
defeat him.
And there's this kind of rousing moment. We can't defeat him alone, but he looks up. You know, he looks up. So this is, again, a good thing. These characters aren't even in the same place at all, but it's almost like because of the nice edit here, it's like he's reacting. He's reacting to our other friend speech in the boat. He says, you know, together we can beat him. It's just a nice story beat. So, oh, okay, their tower is back too. Thought it was destroyed. And like this rousing piano with the strings coming in, it's well done. She survived too. So we're revisiting all of the characters in the various locales they are in. I'm assuming these would be like stages in League of Legends that you can play in, which is kind of cool to showcase. Okay, maybe these guys are allies. And this symbol, I don't know what it is, but you guys tell me. It must be something incredibly significant. Again, like, as someone who has not played it, there's only so much I can get. And they make these obviously for the fans, right? So I guess what I'm saying is why I ask these questions, why I tend to be pretty, I won't say harsh, but I tend to be very stern with those rules. And when they fail, we say they fail to function as a story by itself. And the only reason I continue to do this is the other ones are very good, and they actually do function by themselves. So it's very impressive. The queen that he seeks. He came back from death, from ruination. Who is this guy? Is he a character? Is he a new character? Is he someone who died and came back? Now, you guys told me in the comments, all of these cinematics happen in the timeline. You guys said to me in the comments. So the question I have for you guys is, when does this take place? And is it like the most current? Is everything happening in order here? Because I think the other ones weren't necessarily in order. So it's pretty cool. This is more of like a big showcase of this villain. It would appear, because if we look at kind of like the questions that are set up here, they're a little bit less about like thematic.
The mist should be leagues from here.
Well, it saved us a trip.
Yeah, the mist is catching up. So it appears that this guy is sort of the focus of this, even though we open with these two characters who seem to have a bit of a history with him. There's opposite history between these two. I would love to know about it. Are they friends, family, lover? So this guy's dead. He's come back.
Get back to her. Return,
Who?
my queen.
I wonder who his
Will
queen is.
destroy this world.
Was it like a previous queen who they defeated?
She is my word.
If he's not played by Robert Carlyle, he's based on him. Because he looks like him. Yeah, this is very interesting. So, the questions that it's set up for me, if we look at it like a short story now, keep in mind, this is much more action-packed, I feel, than the last one we watched, which was Annie Origins. This is very little action. This is just like intense. And if you'll notice, they have a lot more champions than usual in this one. Like this is showcasing a lot of different people. So it's funny, it's actually a bit longer than Awaken by almost a minute, but it has less focus. So this one seems to be kind of showcasing more of people's favorite heroes, which of course is no crime. Yeah, that is one of my favorite shots. I think this might be one of the best shots in the entire video right here. This is great. It's not particularly a long shot, but it just really gives you a sense of kinetic energy. I love it. I love it. I think it's because like he's circling around this enemy right here, kind of like dodging his attack and circling around him with the camera circling around for those first, about 10 frames, 11 frames, 12 frames. Then it stops circling and it has this beautiful kind of like movement towards him in conjunction with this enemy moving in towards him. It was just a very well constructed shot. It's not even that complicated compared to the big camera moves they do, but like this is sort of the cool thing of having digital characters in a digital space, is you can just perfect every little movement like that. That's so satisfying. And look what they've done. It's just a good composition. There's that diagonal line again, and we have his his axe being brought down with a really good trapping movement from her weapon here. It's kind of cool combo, like a short sword with some sort of coward stick, I think. It's so funny to see like a warhammer wielding little tiny like rabbit. Looks like a little rabbit person maybe. And it's just funny because of warhammer being like one of the heaviest weapons. That's a cool ability. Is this an invisibility or was it a teleportation? That's my question. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. This is what I get from this like 5 seconds interaction between these two. What I get from this is, what does this, we have to remember, everything matters. So what is this look right here? It makes me think that these two characters are possibly enemies in the past, but now they've become reluctant allies. That's what I get from this. Let me know if it's true. That little look the rabbit girl, the rabbit furry girl thing, lab rat dog looked at her with, I'm telling you. Yeah, this is a great shot too. This is a nice little section here. They usually don't dedicate so long of a choreography, and that was a nice little bit there. But man, this seems like the freaking, I don't even know. Like this seems the most dire that we've ever seen. All right, so what is this? What is this? It looks like a materia. He really wants to be Sephiroth. He's even got a materia. But I think that's the source of all his powers. It's very shocking. Now, I think what I get from this is we do get some context in the beginning. And these two characters, I think her name is said, starts with an S. We do get some context for this mist. And they say the mist should be miles from here now, which implies to me that all these like mist attacks across the world are happening at different times. But we're seeing them out of chronological order for the excitement of this. Again, not sure if it's true. All right. This is a nice save right here. But yeah, this is a very like kind of cliffhanger. And then this look she gives him here, again, I'm just kind of using the context clues of the video. This look she gives him is almost like, it almost makes you feel like she thought he might not have done that. You know? He's kind of very relieved. So, don't know. But he gets his materia back, a la Sephiroth. He puts it into his sword. Okay, that can't be good. Can't be good. And then he walks away into the smoke, a la Sephiroth once again. He's really doing it. He's trying to be Sephiroth. Spoilers, he never will be. All right, League of Legends, very nice. Like she has this sort of like, she just absorbed this guy and like tossed him aside. Ugh, disgusting. That's pretty cool, man. So I'm assuming her character is like OP. Yeah, it's great. I just say like the character expressions in this one are very well done. Like look at they seem to look a little bit more realistic than the other ones we saw, which had kind of this like weird like porcelain doll look. Some of the characters, there's a lot of expression in these models. Even the hair looks very real. So he said her here. He's taking from her body this orb, and I hear a female voice calling out when he does that. So I can only assume that is her, whoever she is. Like I said, we're seeing the mist attacking everybody across the land. And again, it's kind of cool because the message of this video seems to be we're all very strong champions, right? We're all very good at combat. We have our special abilities and our magic and our, heroic weapons. But we cannot beat this particular foe unless we unite. So that's why, again, I really like this ending. Post credits here.
We can't defeat him alone.
Like again, that rousing piano and the strings, as everybody kind of realizes, like they survived, but at what cost? Right? It's very Pyrrhic victory. Like they almost died, for God's sake. Very, very rough battle. This is cool. It looks like it's fit to burst. This must be some relic. Some ancient relic, some weapon they could possibly use against him, or a defense system. Yeah, overall, just incredibly done. As always, I give it full marks. I don't really see, like, it didn't raise any questions that it didn't answer in sort of filmmaking sense, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't trying to tell me who the woman that he lost was. That's a whole other video. You can't show like a flashback or something, so that's fine. I'm just curious as a viewer. But besides that, I think it's fantastic, and I think like they keep evolving the look of these things. Every single video I see, it looks different, and they seem to be kind of perfecting this look and perfecting the animation, the art style, the way they animate the characters' faces, the way they express the movement in the face and stuff. It's very smooth here. It's very realistic, even though it still has a cool stylized look. They have bigger eyes. So let me know what your favorite shot was. Let me know if you agree with me. If you agree with me on what I said, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow over on Twitch. We'll be live tonight. Yeah, let me know if there's any new ones. Like, is there a schedule for these videos to come out this year? Because, man, I am completely impressed. I can't wait to keep analyzing them. Thank you guys so much for the enthusiasm and the support. And like I said, your incredible comments teaching me more about these characters and this world in general. I got yet more world building from this one. So I'm excited to see what's next. Thanks for watching. See you around. And again, thank you so much for that 5,000 subs. My goal this year is to get this channel to 100K. So let's see if we can do that. All right. Thanks so much, guys.